Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. John Lennon, imagine. Imagine a world without the barriers of borders or the divisiveness of religions and nationalities, and consider for a second that the driving force of humanity should be to live a life free of material possessions. One example, one song, one artist, but it has the ability to touch the lives of each and every one of us. Music is a universal language. Regardless of race, gender, ethnicity, background, social standing, class, geographic location, regardless of all of the little boxes that we check off in order to categorize ourselves into society, music is an art form that transcends these boundaries and provides a common ground for people. This is the basis for my passion in music. Hi, my name is Shilpa Sadagopan. I'm currently 17 years old, and I'm a senior in the vocal department at the High School for Performing and Visual Arts. Music has always been a really big part of my life. I was born and brought up in Michigan, and ever since I was 3, I've been exposed to various genres of music. I think I even had my first singing lesson when I was about 3 years old. But as a child of Indian parents, it was natural for them to put me into a bunch of different activities in hopes that I would emerge as this well-rounded child. I was in spelling, swimming, vocabulary bee, math olympiad, chess, science fair, South Indian classical music, and Indian dance. But out of all of these activities, I took a very keen liking to South Indian classical music, or Carnatic music. My teachers taught me to see this form of music not just artistically, but also intellectually and as a way of life. Growing up in America, but practicing this ancient art form has allowed me to see life with a global perspective. I've participated in the North American Conference for South Indian Classical Music, which takes place in Cleveland, Ohio, for about a decade. This has allowed me to win national level competitions, perform on national Indian television, and give concerts in both India and America. Because of my work in this art form at such a young age, I was named as a young master by the Texas Commission of the Arts, funded by the state of Texas. I wanted to share these experiences with you, not to list my accomplishments, but to show you that with hard work and dedication, success is inevitable, no matter what field you're in. So, naturally, being born and raised here, I was curious to learn about the different genres of music, such as opera, pop, and jazz, so I decided to attend the High School for Performing and Visual Arts. While I was there, they trained me and exposed me to opera and jazz. And I was also able to work with other kids who had a similar passion for music. This is a picture of the HSPVA Madrigals, and we're basically a Renaissance group, and we specialize in that sort of music from the 15th century. This picture is when I sang as a featured soloist with the Houston Symphony in the production of Beauty and the Beast. And this picture is when I was in Stavanger, Norway, doing a jazz festival to represent Houston as a cultural ambassador. So, being exposed to these various genres of music, my friends and I were wondering, what about pop music? Because that's the music that we all listen to on the way to school whenever you're just sitting at home listening to Spotify. So I formed HSPVA's first glee club, and we sing a cappella music of popular tunes. So the biggest discovery for me in my musical journey came the summer before my junior year, when I attended the Berklee College of Music's 5-week summer performance program in Boston, Massachusetts, because this is where I wrote my first song. Up until then, pop music just seemed like a form of music where I would sing covers of different people's songs, but after writing my first song, I realized that it was not just another form of music, it was a great way to express yourself and provide an outlet for your emotions. Now, fundamentally, as human beings, we all have emotions, and that's what characterizes us. Yes, there are different experiences that trigger those emotions, but the emotions that we experience are one and the same. So you turn on the radio and you hear the song, because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. And you're feeling happy. See, I hear some clapping. And you have this jolly vibe going, but you change the station and then you hear, never mind, I'll find someone like you. And then automatically, you're feeling melancholy and sad and down. And that is the power of music. One line, one melody, and it shows you that you can communicate emotionally. So when I'm writing a song, I hope to connect with my listener on this emotional level. Now, let's look at pop music maybe on a global level, from a business standpoint, perhaps. What I find really unique about it is that you don't need to be qualified in any sort of way, shape, or form in order to enjoy it. It doesn't matter what your social standing is, what your educational background is, you can enjoy it no matter what. So therefore, it's boundary transcendent, and it has a global outreach, both socially and culturally. Now, what do I mean by a global outreach socially? What I mean is that you can make music anywhere in the world, and somebody on the opposite side of the world or anywhere else in the world can listen to the same music. And we use things like Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, the YouTube, everything to do this. And what do I mean by it has a global outreach culturally? Pop music allows you to bring different styles of music and combine them into one outlet. So this is just another factor of pop music that intrigues me. How can we ignore a $16 billion industry as a network for social change? We can't. So now I would like to perform an original song that I wrote. It's called Detective, and I hope you guys really like it. It's just part of it, but. Lost in thought, can't find a spot where I deserved what I got. Envy and rage, feel so betrayed, get me out of this maze. All my emotions are lost in an ocean of sadness and motion. Lost my direction, clarification, I need an inspection. Somebody call it a detective, I'm infected with a love disease. I've gone missing, you're missing that I'm gone. Everything is going oh so wrong. Hold me out, save me now, before I scream and shake. Can't explain, I'm going insane. Need that inspection now. Somebody call it a detective, I'm infected with a love disease. I've gone missing, you're missing that I'm gone. Everything is going oh so wrong. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. So, on this theme of worlds imagined, as Thomas Friedman said, the world has been becoming flat over the past few decades due to the globalization of commerce, but I believe that the world is flat through music because it's boundary transcendent. So, on this theme, I'm sure none of us can imagine a world without music. Music allows us to imagine a world beyond stereotypical boundaries, but furthermore, it gives us a personal connection to ourselves and our experiences, providing a beautiful outlet for expression. Thank you.